Hi again. This is my studio. This is where I make music. My album has two meanings to it. It's not out yet, and this video may get taken down because of how real it is. And YouTube doesn't like things that are real. It likes things that are consistent and fake. Authenticity is dying on this app, and I am the only person in the world who can bring it back. So that's why I'm making this video. But on a serious note, making music is fun. Making music is magical. Making music is hard, but it's also very easy. It's a balance between staying up until 3 a.m., slaving away at your laptop or computer, and also doing research. By research, I mean literally just listening to more music by other artists that you love. You get inspired by them, and then you inject that inspiration into your own work, and hopefully you do something good, if not amazing. Sometimes I wish I could dance. I wish I could boogie. I wish I could break dance. One time I was at a concert, and they asked somebody to volunteer to come on stage. This is a local concert, a local event. No, it wasn't a professional artist, but I think it was like this hip hop group or something. And I volunteered. I had a Jordan jersey. I loved wearing that Jordan jersey because it was like gold and like raspberry colored. It was so unique. So I'm wearing my Jordan jersey. I go up on stage. It fit me big. It was an oversized fit look that I had going on at like 10, 12, something like that. And I went up on stage. This is a true story, actually. And I did the worm, and everybody clapped. Everybody was like rooting for me. And I think this was youth group, actually. And since then, I've been seeking that same attention from people, from strangers. Going back to my album has two meanings. It's called Funny You Should Ask, Clowns Can't Sleep. The first meaning behind it, I use that word kind of loosely because it's up to you what the meaning is. I don't even want to. Truly, I really feel like as an artist, my job is to give you the product. I hate using the word product. Giving you the art, I guess. And letting you interpret its meaning. And I view it as I'm in a room, right? I'm in an enclosed space, and I'm trying my best to make something worth listening to. And I'm trying my best to listen to my own soul and what my own soul is saying. I'm recording that, playing it back, hearing it back, editing it, and then putting it out into the world for you to listen to, right? Then you take it. It's yours. You can do whatever you want with it. But I view it as you going out to a mountain somewhere, and you take it to your cave far from me. I don't know where your mountain is. I don't know where your cave is located, but you go to your cave and you build a fire inside that cave, and while you're listening to my art, my music, you are making, I don't know what's in my mouth, little hair. You are making cave paintings with the blood of an animal. I was going to say javelina, but it's a primal instinct to create. And while you're listening to my music, you are creating your own art. That's how I view it. So take what I say with a grain of salt. In fact, turn this video off if you don't want to know the meaning. The album is not out yet. So, but I want to get ahead of the game. I want to beat you to the punch. And be like, here it is. I'm a fan of artists who do not explain their art at all. And they literally say, like in interviews, they'll be like, well, they give a vague answer, which I totally appreciate that. I love that. Sure, it can be annoying for some people because they're like, dude, just tell me what it means, right? But I think that's, being an artist is such a sensitive thing that let the artist decide how they want to explain their art. And if they don't explain it, don't get mad at them. But appreciate them for their art. Appreciate people for their art, not necessarily who they are or what they're trying to be. Listen to the music, judge it yourself, and just shut up and just move on, just go to your cave, like I said. But funny you should ask. Clowns can't sleep. Clowns can't speak, apparently. I'm the clown in this case, even though I'm not that funny. My dad is really funny though. And he's actually the main reason for the album. Let me explain. So my dad is the funniest guy on the planet. I know a lot of funny people in my life. They're right under my dad. My dad beats them all. Because my dad is the person that I grew up with. And I looked up to his humor as a guiding light, I guess you could say. It was an example, it was an influence, it was a pillar of pure nonsense. And a lot of humor from dads, a lot of dad humor is not, I don't think, fully appreciated until later in life. You're like, oh, my dad just wanted to make you feel better about a breakup or something, he just wanted to lighten the mood. Dads are always looking at a situation through the lens of how can I make a joke out of this? That's why they don't really pay attention to what the mom usually pays attention to, and the mom gets all frustrated with the dad because it's why don't you listen to what I'm telling you or what I'm saying? I told you to do this a certain way. And women are they're so specific, and that's just the kind of dynamic my mom and dad had. But we're talking about my dad right now. He's a clown, and recently he told me I can't sleep. I literally, I'm not sleeping well. I can't sleep. He's been having insomnia issues, which we all do at one point in our lives. If it's a consistent thing, then you should probably do something about it, because sleep is important. Point is, he can't sleep, and he's a clown, so clowns can't sleep. That fits. That happened to fit, because the real reason why, and this is the second meaning behind the album name, the real reason why I decided to call it that is because there's a movie, there's a trilogy actually by this director named Steven Soderbergh. And he remade actually the Oceans 11, 12, and 13. The Oceans 11, original movie. And fun fact, in case you didn't know, Frank Ocean got his name from the original Oceans 11 because in the original Oceans 11, Frank Sinatra played a character in that movie. I haven't seen it. I don't know. But like Frank Ocean, that's how he got his name. But for my album, I decided to, because I was watching Oceans 12 recently, and I learned that Clowns Can't Sleep was the original name for that movie, for the script. Don't know if that's a myth or not, but I'm just going to run with it, and I'm going to say that it is true because I believe it's true. So I was like, that's cool. Clowns can't sleep, sorry. So then Clowns Can't Sleep. Boom, there it is, right? That's it. Eureka. I've found the album title for this album that I've been working on for years at this point. It's been years in the making, right? But then I was like, that's too, I don't want to just steal that. Like, it's so cool that I'm using a title for a movie that could have been, like, that's cool that I'm using that for my album, but it needs something else. It needs something more. It needs something different. Or I just won't call it that, These are things that I think about, as a songwriter or whatever. I'm constantly thinking about these ideas. So then I don't even know how this came about, but I just thought, funny you should ask. Clowns can't sleep. I can't even say that. I don't know why I'm having trouble with that, but Clowns Can't Sleep. Funny you should ask, because it's funny because it's a clown, and then funny you should ask, So the title is just, when I made the cover for it, it looked perfect. It looked exactly how it should look, even though I don't know what that look is or was going to be. Sometimes when you see something, you just know that it's right. So that's what my album means. Those are the two. I don't know why I'm laughing. It's not really funny. I mean, I guess it's funny because it has to do with clowns, but it's just the perfect album title in my opinion, because it has those double meanings, and one of them about my dad just happened to align with, so I'm still working on it. It will be out in March if you want to stream it. And I don't know, I feel like I'm gonna get addicted to making videos like this where I just talk to you, and hopefully I'm inspiring you to pursue your own dreams and create your own fantasy world, So thank you.